We're just being extra.
All right, now I just want to say, hey guys, excuse me if I sound congested. It's because I am, okay? But if you don't know who I am and you don't know who my co-host is or our producer, welcome to the Just Extra podcast with Jackie and Erica. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Erica. Hey everybody. How y'all doing out there? Hope you're doing well, staying warm. Because it's cold out here in these streets for some of y'all hoes. Okay? Let me tell you, Charlotte was freezing. All right. So glad to be back in Houston. But yeah, we're going to start off our episode like we typically do with our extra thoughts segment. Last episode, we had a little different of an episode. It was fun. I don't know what y'all thought, but it was a great time. We were doing the card game. I'm curious to know from the Cocktails Dirty Discussion podcast. So we had a messy good time with our questions that we asked each other. So any extra thoughts, Jacqueline?
Well, just to contribute to, it's cold outside, you'll never see me in Chicago. But then again, I keep lying. I keep coming every year for holidays. But whatever. Okay, going back to our dirty discussions, I had a good time. I just think that I love a light conversation. I mean, obviously, I need therapy. But it's okay. You know, I know who I am. I know what I'm not going for. Because who's that? We're not doing that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go back to our last episode to just see where I draw the line at, okay? Because we're not playing those games, okay? I feel like relationships are sacred. I feel like they should be exclusive. You know, I'm just not an open ass person. So yeah, that's just where I draw the line.
I liked it. I like that you really had like a firm opinion. Okay. You were very like on a side. I was listening back to our episode and I'm like, I hate myself. I'm so annoying. I'm such a hypocrite. I was both siding a lot of our scenarios. I was like, yeah, you shouldn't move in. But then also you should. Like, I don't know. I was listening back and I was like, Erica, you were talking out of both sides of your neck. But you know, here we are. I could see both sides, I guess. That's really how I felt about some of our questions. So I appreciate that you had a real focus, you know, with your answers. You know yourself.
I think being by myself more and just getting to know myself, I think I know what I want in my next relationship. Like, I just want it to be about us. Because I will be about that person and I want that person to be about me. I don't want us to do no experimental ass shit like, okay, you should have did that in your 20s. You should have got all your dick sucked and all the circle jerks. You know, you're fine. But now, like, you know, you should chill. You should want to sit down with me and we should be done. Okay? Now, we also have, oh, bless you, girl.
Sorry. Listen, everybody's sick.
Okay. Everybody's sick. Look, we can get to it. But wait, so we also, you know, we have our producer, Hassan, on the line. You know, Erlene was like, you need to announce when Hassan is on the line so we don't get shocked when he pops up. Now,
is that the first time we announced Erlene in like 5 episodes, I feel like?
Yeah.
No, y'all say her every episode. I've been calling.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the bingo card every episode.
I love it. Yes.
Hey, boo.
Oh, we should have, don't worry, but one day we're going to do it like a giveaway or something. Like, just guess it. Okay, Hassan, any thoughts on Dirty Discussions since you were like an official guest?
I will say that Shade Jackie is hilarious. I can't wait to see Shade Jackie again. So hilarious. Oh my God.
She don't give a fuck. That's Jaquita.
That's Jaquita. Yeah, that's Jaquita right there. But I had a good time with y'all with that game, man. Making me want to buy that game as well, too.
There you go. That's the point. We had a great ad. We had great advertisement for the podcast. So, you know, maybe repost us. Thanks. Yeah. I like the game. I own it. I've literally played it maybe on like 2 separate dates. And then I did give it to Erlene to play on a date. So I know she has used it before. But yeah, I think that was like our first time doing it in this type of setting, like a friend setting.
We're just being extra.
Okay, well, just to wrap it up, I feel like the game was really good. I agree with Erica and Hassan. I definitely want to buy it for later, just to have a little something, something. There are a lot of fun card games, and I do want us to purchase from another podcast. It's called Waving the Red Flag. So they have an interesting card game. Like, is it a red flag is it a red flag if, and I really want to buy I'm going to support them. They like fun.
Oh, yeah,
They're
definitely
fun.
need that game. Definitely.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Does tonight's conversations, are those like, is that a card game?
That is a yes. And I remember we were at one of our satellite friends' apartment, and she and everyone started arguing bad. Like the men and woman conversation, like, is it, it was a good time. It was a good time. I definitely left after a while because y'all just argue too much. It was you.
Was it?
And because it was you, Erica, and
I'd be
another
about
person.
it.
Y'all was going out, going at it. I was like,
Yeah.
I am tired. All right, let's do a quick catch up. All right, so as you can see from the background, we are in our holiday spirit. I have my tiny tree up. She's so cute, just sitting behind my shoulder like a little angel. And then I have my little baby, I've dressed for the season. I have my like hunter green blanket, my little baby reindeer pillow, just real cozy, real cute. My door is so festive, just trying to get in the spirit, y'all. Actually, I was supposed to turn my lights on over here, but that's okay. Don't worry about it, y'all. Maybe next episode. Anyway, I just came back from Thanksgiving, and as soon as I came back from Thanksgiving, I had to work a shift. Okay, let's talk about Thanksgiving real quick. I mean, we can talk about it more during the episode because that's what this is about, but child, it's just expensive to come home during the holidays, especially with my schedule, because I don't know what time I'm able to come home. My schedule isn't released for like until 3 weeks before, and that's really annoying. And that makes things expensive. Like I paid over $500 to come home for like 2.5 days, and I'm just showing up. I'm trying to show up to my family and say, hey, I'm here. I want to be supportive. I want to contribute. Like, yes, I'm away, but I'm still a part of this family. But at the same time, y'all, I found it annoying that I was so ready to go. It's cold in Chicago, y'all. It's too cold, okay? I didn't get to see the people that I wanted to see for real, because it was just too cold. Like, I just didn't want to leave. I didn't want to get out. I briefly saw Diane's new apartment. Well, not her apartment, her condo. She owns it. And it's so nice, like spacious. Like I do feel like it's a really good investment. So they really did that one. Yeah. And then nursing is aging me. I talk about being a nurse all the damn time, y'all. I don't know. I'm just always tired. And I feel, when I look at an old video of us, and I'm like, I look so refreshed and so youthful and so, But the thing is, I was working like a job and doing nursing school, and I wasn't as tired as I am now. Like, I'm doing this independent nursing, and it's great when I have a really good patient, but when I have one of those like patients that try your whole life, I don't want to come in the next day. Like, it's literally prepare the others. I haven't used a PTO day yet, but I feel it coming. Okay. But I have a bunch of days off coming because, we're going to be going to Ghana soon over the break. But yeah, it's really trying me. I'm tired, y'all. I really want to leave America. I just feel like it's not going to get any better. I just want to see what life is like outside. Like, I just want to be able to afford my way of living and not be stressed out about how I'm going to pay things, because it sucks. I did all this work and all this school, and I still feel like I have to do more to achieve more, to have more. And it's annoying. And a part of me is like, if I just take the salary and just go somewhere else, I would be living so well, But we can get into that in another episode on another day. Just know that your girl is super tired. It's crazy. I feel like this whole year, all of my catch-ups have been, I'm tired. and exhausted. But this is the life of a nurse, and this is what I chose. And am I happy about it? I don't know. I think the last thing I'm gonna talk about, and then I'm gonna hand it off to Erica, is that being a new grad nurse, there are like 4 phases of, new grad. Being a new grad is like a year, under a year. You're like in that honeymoon phase where you're like, oh, this is so nice and glorious. And then you're going to be in the shock phase. The shock phase is like, damn, this is the realities of being a nurse. This is exhausting. Did I make a mistake? And then the next phase is like coming to terms with reality. And then the final phase is you actually contributing to the profession, as your full self. I'm in my shock phase right now. So I'm definitely like, damn, did I make a mistake? To be continued. Anyway, how are you doing, Erica?
I don't think you made a mistake. I feel like, again, this is an adjustment. It's a new environment, a new way of working, a new time that you're working. It's all an adjustment. I feel like maybe you have communicated that like even people in the field longer end up getting like annoyed and don't ever fully like adjust, and they're complaining about some of the same things. But I feel like you adjust enough to make it work. And I just want to remind you that it is a means to an end, right? Like you're doing this for a reason to get you set up for, the life that you want to have. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, I mean, do take your breaks when you are able to like take them, make sure that you fully take them, and then take advantage of the time that you have off to fully recover. I was listening to something. I know we just did hustle culture versus rest culture, but like, I think that like when you are resting, make sure that you are resting. And I think what people, I heard this somewhere. People often don't recharge, right? Like they think that they are, resting and not doing anything, and that all of a sudden that like they're going to feel better. But if you are resting and you're not actually like fulfilling yourself with things that like make you feel good or like give you purpose, like you're not recharging. So you're resting, but your battery just like stayed at neutral versus recharging and doing the things that like fulfill you, give you life outside of the stuff that you're like doing for work, like outside in your personal life, that you are doing those so that you are recharged as well. So that's an important part of, the recovery and how to leverage your time off for your best self when you return.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I had some days off, I was able to do some hot yoga, and that really helped my back out because, again, it's aging me. I'm feeling tired. My body is killing me. I keep wanting to arrange a massage, but in the meantime, the hot yoga actually helped my back a lot. Like I was stretching, and then the heat just kind of like helped me release some things. But yeah, girl, I'm trying. I'm also learning to do this scheduling hack where I can get 8 days off in between, without using PTO. So, I'm trying my best. So, and again, that's all I got for y'all. Yeah, I don't have nothing else. Oh, my coworker quit. Oh my gosh. She started with me and she just put in her 2 weeks because she said it's fucking with her back. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
She didn't try any other like things to help her back before she quit?
Her doctor was like, this job is not good for your back.
Oh no.
It's not, y'all. Like,
dang, like she went through all the school and all the other things.
And like the training, we just all became independent. And she has to quit now. So
is she getting like surgery or like help for her back, therapy,
I don't know. I haven't
know.
Really, honestly, I haven't had a moment to have a conversation with her, and I would like to. But I mean, I didn't think it was gonna happen this fast, but now look. The thing is, there's a lot of turnover within this unit anyway because it is very demanding. There's not a lot of units like this because this is like intense. But I understand, girl.
Dang, another one bites the dust.
I understand, girl.
Okay. Well, Keep me posted on everybody else. You're not a quitter though, so you will push through. Again,
I'm
not
not a
past an
quitter.
injury.
I know I'm not right. I'm not a quitter, but I do want to at least make it a year. Can I make it a year? We are already 5 months in. I think we can do it. But if somebody try to fuck with my license, then I gotta go because I ain't got time for that. Okay.
All right now. Keep that license good. Be in good standing.
Yeah, I just need to like treat myself more. So as you can see, I'm just wow. I think my catch-up is a little long this week. My bad, guys. I'm treating myself. Obviously, I'm just gonna reapply some more expensive ass lip oil from Dior, which is like $40, but it's really nice.
That's lovely. I don't have a disposable income anymore. So there's that. Anyway, so my Thanksgiving. I feel like I had my like first cliche Thanksgiving, which is so interesting because I'm 33 years old. And I don't know. I guess I keep chasing these like cliche moments. Like when I think about like life and family and blah, 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 I feel like, yeah, I want to be in a movie. What are we talking about? Like, I want it to be like, oh, this is what family is. I want it to be like what I see instead of like my typical experience, which my typical experience is we awkwardly sit around the table and don't really converse. And afterwards, myself or somebody is on kitchen duty and we clean up and we're not really playing games. We're not really talking to each other. We go back into our separate areas. Even for like Thanksgiving dinner, like the prep, we're not like all in the kitchen dancing, singing, like having a great time. Like there's nothing that's like happening. I actually get yelled at because I don't come downstairs, but I don't come downstairs because why do I want to spend more time with you when I know you're going to yell at me? Like you don't make it an enjoyable experience. So why do I want to spend more time with you? So like that has typically been like what like Thanksgiving looks like. I'm probably getting yelled at for something that is very minor. And so, yeah, this was my first time, not necessarily spending Thanksgiving with my mom, but my first time spending Thanksgiving with my mom and like her family. I've spent like 2 other Thanksgivings with my mom. One was with a white family. And this is, I don't know if I've ever told this story, but basically they had a dog that was black named Niglet.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
No, that's wild. That is wild.
They were trying to tell us that it was from like Winnie the Pooh. It's like, oh my God,
nah,
it's like
bitch.
Piglet, but like Niglet. I was like,
they be making some badass jokes, like, and they really think they funny. And I
was really like 14, and I already knew that this was some BS. I was like, this is not real. This is not. Y'all trying to pull it over our eyes, but that's okay. But that was one Thanksgiving that I did with my mom.
I'll never be back. I hope your mom stopped being friends with them.
My mom is, I saw like a Trump flag back in 2016 in like one of her friends' yards who was also a nurse, but she's like, we're friends because we did nursing school together and that's like tough and it bonded us and and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure, but like she has a whole Trump flag in her yard. Ew, disgusting. No.
Child.
No.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so this Thanksgiving, it was with my mom and a bunch of our cousins, and I had such a great time. Like there was more like people, one, so it wasn't just like my family, like my sisters and my like stepmom and my dad. Like it was like more people, which was also just like different, and it felt very like family vibes. There was a lot of like music that I didn't know because it was very like old school. So most of the songs I was like not picking up on, but everybody, all the old heads was having a great old time. They was getting it. Okay. Why did I'm like, is she my cousin? My cousin, woo Lord. I'm like, I know I'm trying to keep this catch up short, but like my elderly family be thinking that they're like 20, and like they was mixing the tequila and the Taylor port, and they was having a grand old time, and girl had her wig on, but she was about to get sick. She was sweating, and next thing I know, she like grabbed a cup and was just like.
Now she's throwing up in the cup.
At the table. My other cousin was like, girl, take your wig off if it's hot. And she was like, my hair is effed up under here. she said,
I'm not.
Wouldn't take that wig off.
Girl, I'm like that. You know what? I feel her because she's like, you ain't gonna. Look, I'm already fucked up. Yes. You ain't gonna catch me even more fucked up. Okay,
but we had to walk her out, and luckily she lived literally in the apartment next door, like literally the next apartment.
That's right. That's why she got fucked up.
Yeah. But she's living with another cousin who ended up bringing this homeless couple to Thanksgiving because she's mentoring a homeless couple. Listen, y'all can't ask too many questions. I got a lot of bullet points to get through. Okay, so
it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
I don't
of
have
questions.
no answers. I don't have the answers. I was like, why is she mentoring this homeless family? Funny story. Funny enough, a few days ago, I just found out that she now moved that homeless couple in with them.
They gonna take her. They gonna squat and they gonna take over her house. They gonna send some meals to their shit. She can't even kick them out.
Perhaps.
I don't know how this gonna go. Go ahead.
Perhaps.
Keep me updated.
But this same woman who's mentoring this homeless couple, she's also separated from her husband, and they got into it. Okay, I was like, wow, look. Family drama. I love it, and it wasn't about me. I wasn't the one getting yelled at. I wasn't in trouble. It was something about him. I think he was like, he's a heavy set guy. So he was asking like the hostess to like bring him a plate of something or something. And then like my cousin, who's related to the person hosting, was like, don't be asking her. She already cooked. She already did X, Y, and Z. And it turned into a whole thing. And so I was just like, oh, okay. Well, me and the other cousins, we took our little cousin walk. Okay. We had a great old time. Right. We went to an after party after Thanksgiving that my mom and my cousin's mom got invited to. And we were dying because why they call this 43-year-old man daddy?
Who?
They call this 43-year-old man daddy because that's how he introduced himself. His name is Eric. Well, it doesn't matter. His name is Eric, doesn't matter. And he's like, call me daddy. And me and my cousin, who are like similar in age, we were like, we are not calling this man daddy. But our moms, who are 68 and 72, were like, daddy. And we were like, please stop.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is he? So he's related to y'all or a family friend?
He's just a man
that
sold my mama a car one day. And just was like, I'm daddy if you ever want to, whatever. My mom, you know who my mom is.
Yeah, she do like him young.
She just right? having, and why he a light bright too? Okay, so whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know who that is. That's daddy for real.
Anyway, we had a great time for Thanksgiving and those festivities. We went to a Knicks versus Hornets game, and we just had great vibes that whole like Thanksgiving trip. I don't know exactly what to talk about specifically, but I will say that it has me thinking, since this is like our holiday episode, I'm like, I wonder what my dad thinks about all of the time that I've been spending with my mom lately. Because, helping my mom through her surgery and with her home renovation and all the things that we've been doing together. I did Thanksgiving. Like, I wonder how my dad feels about the amount of time that I have been spending with my mom, because I don't go home to his house like for the holidays. Like, I don't go and spend my voluntary time with him and my step siblings. Like, I wonder if he feels a way about it. Because I personally feel a little bit sad about it too, because I'm like, on one hand, I lived with my dad, as an adult, this is like me making up time. But on the other hand, I'm like, dang, even when my dad had like cancer, I wasn't as around him as I am for like my mom having like hip replacement surgery, like, so I feel like I shouldn't feel bad, but I do feel bad. And my dad wants me to come for Christmas, but I'm personally just like tired. I have been up and down several times a month since August. Like I'm not even really here in Houston, I have been flying like Barcelona and Portugal and Chicago and Houston and San Antonio and all these things that we have been doing. I've been flying to, like, it's so much. So I'm like, I don't even really want to go to Ghana as much as I kind of do, because I want to sit down. I'm tired. But I do want to go and touch the motherland. So definitely, I'm not tripping. I'm definitely going to do that. But like going home again after Christmas, I don't really want to do that. So I'm like, I feel bad. And I'm just kind of wondering, how does my dad feel about the lack of time?
I think that this should just be a time of reflection for him. You are allowed to spend time with your mom. Like, it's your mom, but he needs to take the time. If he is thinking about it deeply, he should think about, well, why? And what are the conversations you've been having, and taking place?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe he can think about that in regards to, you know what? I don't know how much time I have left on this earth. Maybe I should reconsider some things, or at least try to rearrange some things so I can have what I need. And that is to spend time with you. So, you should allow the time. He should be able to reflect.
I hope he is reflecting. I hope that he's reflecting, and I hope he goes, maybe I should talk to my wife. And I know that he kind of has a little bit enough. But he still comes back to me and is like, she thinks she did great. But I'm like, none of us were home this Thanksgiving. I didn't go home. Chris didn't go home. Kayla didn't go home. But that's not the first time. Kayla usually, because she's local, will drive down, but she spent it with her man and his family. So I'm like, I wonder how he feels when he literally is like, none of my blood is around. He's not close to his only sister, his only sibling. He's not close to her. She's close to their parents, so he's not really close to his parents. So I wonder how he really feels not having blood around him. And like, I wonder about it sometimes.
This is telling, because why are all of these relationships, why do people feel so okay with not being around you? Like, is it because you're not doing what you need to do to foster these relationships? Or maybe your passivity, and allowing conflict to fester, I don't know. Like, you have to think about your part in certain things. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I know you're curious about how he feels, but, he should have a moment of reflection.
I agree. All right. Well, we talking holidays on this episode, y'all. Okay. So Thanksgiving passed. We are right to Christmas here soon, the New Year. So we are in the holiday spirit. Well, Jackie more than me, because y'all already know holidays are weird for me. Like I just explained, family is weird. Holidays are weird as a result of family being weird. So we have some things that we would like to talk about that are maybe some leftovers for the folk. So we have some questions aligned to the holiday season. So what's something in your life right now that feels like a leftover? Maybe it's stale, but you're not sure how to move on from it.
Well, definitely the food that we had recently. So, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but whenever it comes down to Thanksgiving leftovers, if you don't finish that ish by Sunday, Monday, that needs to go in the garbage. Okay. Now, you know what? I was listening to Funky Doniva, and he said, you know what? If you decide to take that extra meat and make a sandwich, or you make some other fresh side dishes to go with it, I might let you get away, with Monday, Tuesday. But you need to throw that ham away. You need to throw that turkey away. It's done with, okay? Now, I ain't gonna lie. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. If it's between Christmas and Thanksgiving, I'm going to choose Thanksgiving because, I mean, there's the expectation of food, but there's something really disgusting about Christmas that I really don't like.
Disgusting?
I don't know. Yeah, I have a deep history with Christmas and like just people being greedy and people being entitled. And, it's just a lot that goes with it. Like I used to go broke for Thanksgiving, and the family that I don't speak to now, that's who I was really like, buying for. But then their own children was like excused from buying anything. But my thing is, how are we the same age and quote unquote, well, they don't have a job, but they can't even go buy a fucking piece of candy? Okay. And then you have, let me stop because I'm really going to go in. I'm really going to be feeling some way. Just know that Thanksgiving is over the two is the better holiday for me. But overall, Halloween. Wait, did I say Halloween? Halloween is my favorite out of all of the, end of the year holidays. It's just a better holiday for me. We can all turn up. We can just chill. We can just do whatever. It's no expectations. And I feel about a little self-expression.
Yeah. Sorry. Continue if you have to.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I feel like I might have said this, but New Year's is my favorite year-end New Year beginning holiday. I just like a fresh start. I like thinking like, newness, freshness, world is my oyster. I can do whatever. I can achieve whatever. Just I like thinking that like something new and different is going to happen, something to like look forward to. Like, I just like the freshness that New Year's offers. It's a new beginning. So yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah. So I guess the leftovers that I feel like I need to move on from is like the food, obviously. And then I don't have any like personal, you know what? Let me stop lying. The leftovers I need to move over from the holidays. Obviously my relationship with Walgreens needs to go. That's really stale. That needs to go. But yeah. I mean, we talk about that all the time. We're going to be moving away from it, hopefully after the holidays,
Yeah. Listen, it don't matter to me. Okay. You could keep it or not. Listen, I support you in that whole situation. So it does not matter to me if you move on or keep it. Listen, get that cash.
I just want to date and actually like date.
You can. Why? He's not stopping
but nobody
you.
is good. I mean, I understand, but I just feel like in order for me to have like a real healthy relationship and have a less negative feelings about guys and men and just patriarchy.
So cut him off when this new man is gonna take you seriously. Keep that hoe until it gets to that point where you need to cut him off. Because just like your future man is probably talking to other people while he's dating you, you can just getting some cash. Yeah. So
why
are
what he's
you
doing right now?
He's having sex,
fucking somebody. He probably
Scobie.
That nigga right now probably
Wait
fucking
a minute.
somebody.
Wait, no. I heard that.
It was gonna come. It was gonna come.
That dude is literally screwing someone's brains out and does not like that bitch at all. She is a bird brain person, and he's just like, you know what?
How do you even know that? He probably loves her, and
not really. He probably like, damn. He probably
cheat on her. That's not how we want their love story to start.
No. That's crazy. In my headspace, look, I'm trying to be like, he out here. He's like, damn, I'm fucking these bitches. I don't like these hoes. There ain't nobody really like got no substance. Damn,
that's
who's
just
that?
a puss for now.
Who's that? Oh, she's more than a vagina. She's got a brain. And she's fun. Yeah. That's just my head space,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but he is fucking somebody probably. Yeah, let's not.
I hope he is, because if he's not, I just think that like, why? Nobody wants you.
But imagine. Okay, here's the thing.
I mean, or he could just be.
You're like, he could be celibate. That's beautiful.
If he is celibate, that is an amazing thing, because we can share in that, because it's been a while for myself on purpose. Yes, I can get this kitty scratch anytime I want to because I have a vagina, and that is the privilege of having a vagina on a nice looking person. I can have sex, but I don't want to because it's not worth it. So if he's on that same journey, then amazing. Let's do it. But I mean, I'm just being realistic. So that's it.
What do I feel like is stale? I was just talking about my stepmom, and even the whole first season. I'm going to sneeze. Woo. Thank you so much. Even the whole first season, I was talking about my relationship with my stepmom. And I don't think that in 2025 or like what I feel like is stale is me trying to work on that. I'm not going to initiate or pursue a resolution to our relationship because I did a ton of work. I did a ton of work trying to get us to a place where we could have a healthy relationship. And I can only do so much. I can't make anybody return any behaviors or actions. I can't make anyone have a conversation. I can't force anyone to have their healing, go on their healing journey, take therapy. I can't do any of that ish. So that is going to be and exist how it is. And I'm going to leave it where it's at. And when you are ready to have a conversation, then sure, we can revisit it. But that is definitely something that is stale and is going to be right where I left it.
Girl, I'm happy for you because I'm happy for you to get to this.
Wait. Hold on, Jackie. That's all the leftovers that you leaving?
That's the one I said.
Look, he like, you trying to, what about?
I'm just asking. We are still leftovers that you want to leave.
Another stale leftover. The job, okay?
Okay. Anything else? A lot of stuff on that table in that refrigerator.
My refrigerator is empty. You want me to open it?
Is it?
The fridge itself.
She said, look, one thing at a time. Okay?
I'm like, I'm with Jackie. Yes, exactly. One thing at a time. Okay.
She said, I can't get rid of all my happiness. Okay. I can't hold on to a little crumb.
That's right.
Even little crumb, even though he ain't got no crumb.
There's something I could say, but I'm not saying it. So that's the answer to that question. Hassan, do you have something you want to give up?
I want to know now. I'm sorry. Can you give us 2 seconds, 2 minutes? Can you give us a minute?
I would just like to say that the tides have turned, and as I am unemployed, somebody else is employed. So that's all I would have to say.
This is so good. Wow, this is a plot twist.
Oh, yeah.
What a plot twist. Isn't that crazy?
Literally.
Now,
why do I feel...
So now are you broken?
Maybe. Okay. But why do I feel like
okay, go ahead.
My vagina has magical powers? Because, I was like, I want great things for you, like affirmations during sex, I wasted all my affirmations on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, so you come up.
That transfer energy, some of I'm telling you.
Yes.
That's some real ass shit, okay?
I'm very happy, good for you. It's great. All right, fine. So all I will say is... I'm dying. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
No, finish. I'm with you. Come on. What happened?
Okay, well, if you look at my location, you will see that I might be somewhere that I thoroughly enjoy going tomorrow. That's it. That's
okay. All right. Okay. Now look, I'm happy because my thing, okay, how's this? No, okay, am I happy thoroughly? No. But is it a better situation? Because we can't be fucking a broke dick. But now we got employed dick. So we like a little employed.
I mean, there's still other factors that's still attached.
Yes. But she, you know what? Erica's being realistic as well. She knows what's happening. She knows what's available at this time. She's not in the mood to go out and look for no more at this time. Maybe next spring.
I'm open. Him and I have these conversations all the time. We even had a conversation about the fact that he has a job, and I'm like, that's fine, but I'm still not this is the headspace.
He trying to get with you?
No, because he's like, I have priorities. I just got a job, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not a goofy. You just got a job. You have other steps that you need to be taking, and whatever else that you can be doing to help yourself. So don't worry about me. And he's like, I know I ain't got to worry. I'm like, yeah, because I'm a very smart individual. So it is what it is at this point in time. I gotta blot off
Blakely, what he said was he ain't got enough for you because he already got a,
He got to use his paycheck to pay them bills.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Bills?
I'm just saying, that's probably why he ain't, he'll get you every now and then. Wait, where y'all going to? Well, you said your favorite place. If he changes it, it'll be funny. What if y'all end up going to
wait, so he's taking you to, so is he taking you out? Or
yes.
Oh, yes. Okay. And he's taking you
3 weeks
to a
of employment. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's nice. That's very nice. I appreciate.
Are we gonna get messy? Because I don't feel like we are way off the agenda. But why his baby mama was like, "Where you taking me?"
That's why I said, like, that's why he ain't gonna.
Bitch, you getting this motherfucking child support? You getting these Pampers, hoe? Okay,
ain't nobody in Pampers.
Oh, I don't know how old these kids are.
Like,
they getting school
9
clothes.
and 11.
They getting school. They're getting Jordans. They getting shoes. Okay,
listen,
they getting the bare necessities.
She asked him because they had just been talking about giving him some kind of watch, like a Fitbit, or giving him something, and he just gave her the money. Like, ain't no issues. Like, he's like, I'm good. Like, whatever. Blah blah blah. And then she started flipping the switch. Like, so you miss me? Like, we gonna go on a date? Like,
she's so funny. Well, look, they probably gonna be a thing for the end of time. I'm happy that Erica, like, hey, this is a little short, little yang. Hopefully, I hope we ain't talking about this nigga this time next year. But hopefully, just get your.
What if things go up for him? What if things go up? Can I keep him around?
Even if things go up, you still, as someone who has dated someone who had children with another individual, it's just not my thing. It's just like, me, y'all know how I get down. I want it to be me and us. I'm tired. We can't, not us sharing this nigga. We're not sharing nobody. We aren't
sharing.
What you call
sure? Or at least, no, I'm not. I will never with 100% be sure. No, I won't. But right now, I feel like...
So wait, what? Okay. So what do you think that we mean by sharing? Do you y'all not in a relationship, but still, and now it's kind of like y'all sharing custody. I guess you say sharing custody with this nigga.
Yeah, he's sharing time.
Yeah, you still sharing.
I don't think he's spending time with her. Like, I think that she's the mother of his children, and at the moment, there's still cohabitation. So... but to me, what he conveys is that we don't spend time together. Like, she'll be separate, he'll be separate, like, they do their own thing. So, anyway, that's what I got.
Like, I'm sweating.
That's why I had to get it together. Okay,
she's like, this is too much, and like, I understand. You one thing at a time, girl. I'm happy you got the family thing in a place. Now we just gotta get the penis.
I got my whole life is upside down right now, Jacqueline. I don't have a job. I don't have a man for whatever. I don't have. Families. Whatever. Everything is crazy. That's all I gotta say.
So we'll give you a pass. We'll give you a pass. Go ahead.
I'll give you a pass. Yes, for real. Like, I ain't going. Just trust me. I'm laughing, but it's like, I know. So y'all know me. I'm gonna let y'all. If life is not working for me at this point in time, if I'm stressed out, I'm just gonna let a certain part of my life go. Like, instance, like, I'm a fat hoe now, so I've had to accept that I have to wear XL. So an extra large. I've never been an extra large. I haven't been an extra large since 2018. So now I'm an extra large. Now I'm back to my big ass weight, which is fine, but I understand, like, I process a lot of these changes with food, and I really like it. And and I don't like to work out. So we'll figure it out. But at this point, I'm just gonna be big mama for now. And when I go shop for Ghana clothes, I just gotta get XLs. It's fine.
Okay. Next question. Wow, that was great. That was great. Good segue. Good conversation. How do you handle situations where family members bring up old unresolved issues during the holidays? Has that ever happened? And like, what do you do about that ish? Because it has happened to me, and I leave.
Ooh, okay. That's
so
good.
You're a runner? Is that what you're saying?
She's a runner. She's a track star. Yeah. I'm not staying. Why do I have to stay? I'm a full-blown adult. I don't have to be in spaces where I don't feel comfortable. I don't have to be in spaces where I'm walking on eggshells. I don't have to be around. So if you want to, and also, so I know I'm over my stepmom, but like, I thought we weren't talking about the past, but yet you love bringing up times that like you have an issue with, but like I can't bring up no times that I have an issue with you. So like, I don't need to be around for this one-sided interaction. Like I will go. So I honestly go into a lot of family gatherings being like, what do I think? Like 2.5 hours, 3, maybe. And just like clockwork, usually around that amount of time together, something comes up and it's about time. And you know what? It is about time. Gotta hit the road. You know, I don't want to be in no traffic. You know, I got to make that journey back to the city or whatever. Like, time to go. Thank you so much. Bye.
We're just being extra.
It was very mature of you to mature, but yet avoidant at the same time. I know you're just like, I just want to focus on the holidays. I just want to see my people. I don't want to talk about this, you know? And I'll just go ahead and walk away, you know, because I feel like if I talk about it, it's going to start triggering some things and we're not going to have a good day. I feel like I feel like you're choosing peace. So, I mean, I'm not mad at you. Now, my uncle, he, you know, every year he gets a little, you know, he asks a little messy questions. He'd be like, so did you talk to your aunt? Like, have you talked to your aunt that side yet? You know, have you talked to that side? You know? And I'm like, no, because I think every year he asks that question, the answer gets shorter and shorter. And I feel very okay with that. Because the first year, you know, I'm going to go on this whole ass rant because I'm hurt. I'm deeply hurt. The second year, I'm irritated and angry. This year, when he asked me, I was like, you know me. I had a funeral in my head already. So I'm okay.
Yeah, I think you don't have to respond to people. Like, I think you don't have to engage with them and go down to the level that they want you to be at. Like, just whatever is going to keep you in your high vibrational self is what you need to do, you know? So if you can manage a minute of the conversation, then go ahead and manage, you know, through that conversation. If you cannot, like me, leave. Both are great.
Maybe we can use this as a piece. Let's see. What's a piece of advice or a life lesson you learned over Thanksgiving that, you know, you'll carry forward? Or the holidays in general. I know we talk about Thanksgiving, but it's Christmas time. What is it?
Why am I like, make sure that your hair under your wig is good. So if you is drinking and you get hot, okay, you can still take it off and be a baddie.
I know that's right. Look, I got a fun one for you. If we doing that, know your role, okay? If you know you can't cook, don't try no shit, okay?
Not I made dressing. I made dressing. That was my contribution to Thanksgiving. People ate it. It said it was good. I did have to make a practice tray like the Friday before, and then I made my, you know, dressing on actual Thanksgiving Day, and it did good. So,
you know, I would say this. Yes, I love that. You know, dressing is so hard. My mom had the same. She was like feeling very nervous about the dressing as well. She was just like, I hope it's good. And it was good to me. I had a good time. I like, you know, I like a savory dressing. That's my thing.
Me too. With a little cranberry on the side.
Yeah, just a little fun. Know your role, you know. Don't be trying to come up in here. Like this year, I'm going to be doing like one year, my mama boyfriend tried to do the mac and cheese, burnt that shit up, and everybody was mad as hell. Everybody was like,
I would be. Mac and cheese is
everybody was looking at this like, what the fuck?
That is the most important side that you just can't mess up on that. If you take macaroni and cheese, like you take that roll,
you
like,
better know.
You gotta be that nigga. Like you can't just
And this is why I'm assigned every year, okay?
Oh.
Because y'all don't.
You make mac and cheese good, great, some good mac and cheese.
I do. I will say when I did the Friendsgiving at Arlene's house recently, that was my trial run. But then I realized I can't use Kraft because Kraft is such a weird cheese, and I like to shred my own cheese now. So this year, so when it came down to prime time, because that was dress rehearsal, prime time, I shredded my own cheese, my mild, my sharp, my Kobe Jack. You know, we got all that together. We threw it all in. It was good. I had a great time with it. My sister, she was like, she bought her own ingredients. She's like, can you like make an extra pan for me to take home? So I did that for her. You know, this is what I do. So don't come up in here trying to, yeah, it's cool, but let me do a little something, and now everybody mad as hell, and y'all shit in the garbage. Everybody folding your plate down and pushing it down into the garbage, trying to save your feelings. I ain't gonna save your feelings. That shit was trash. But not even that. I think that alcohol is a contribution to dinner. I think it is.
Absolutely, because the drink will run out. We was running out. Okay, we was running out, and like absolutely that needs to be plentiful. Okay, now I'm not saying that everybody needs to be wasted, but everybody needs to have enough. Okay,
let's be a little classy
in regards to everything. There needs to be enough of everything, and don't if you are serving yourself first, you better leave enough to make sure that the rest of the party has some. Okay, don't be the first one up there and stocking yo plate up. Absolutely not. That is disrespectful. The rest of us gotta eat. Don't forget about the
to-go
kids.
plates already.
No, but I know that I was slightly joking about like my life lesson, but like even while I was there at Thanksgiving, my cousins that, you know, they're like, no, this is the family that we're always around. This is like a smaller Thanksgiving than we typically have. Like blah, 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 blah. They were just like, it's not perfect. They were like, welcome to the family, but like it's not perfect. Like you might, because I was telling them, I was like, this is great. Like, yeah, I know there's a little drama and like, la 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 la, but they were like, no, we have like issues like this, like things are happening on this side of the family as well, which is very apparent after spending, you know, more time with them than I have spent in my like entire life. Like, I'm just like, oh, y'all, I love that y'all are so close, but each and every one of y'all has deep rooted trauma and like real issues that you all need to work through. I was playing Jay Shetty, like the podcast on purpose, and like all the like gems, like the whole entire time with everybody in the car. Like, you need to learn about boundaries. You need to learn about relationships. Like, I'm like, all of y'all have problems. Okay. So I'm like, a life lesson is like, as much as I'm searching for like this cliche life, like there is not one. So, you know, just remembering that and trying to be appreciative of like what I do have.
That is a real bar. Honestly, truly like, and honestly, I think the life lesson I have is just, it's kind of similar. Just the holidays are what you make it. You know, I used to come from like a Cosby-esque, you know, situation. We know we had the China, we got all of that. And now we are condensed to a small situation. But honestly, all my food was great. We all had a great time seeing each other. I really did enjoy my day. I really did. Now, did I want to pay $500 for a flight? Hell no. Did I want my back to hurt because I'm sleeping on a, you know, crazy mattress? No. But that was my holiday and I appreciate it. Oh, last thing. If we don't have no lawns to mow or no snow to shovel, if you're a man, you need to get your ass in there and start doing some dishes. I don't give a fuck. Don't be showing up and eating this in the fuck down, because that ain't my fucking thing no more. Don't do that. You ain't got no wife in this motherfucker. I'm talking to my brother. You ain't got no wife in this bitch. You better get your ass in here and start doing some dishes. That nigga walked in, ate, did his laundry, and left. And over here trying to leave my brother. If you decide to listen to this episode, there ain't no lawns to mow, ain't no snow to plow. You getting in there next year. You need to bring whoever to come and help, and not that girl. A better one.
I was definitely thinking that when it came to like my male cousin, you know, whatever. I was literally like, you've been sitting upstairs this whole
These
week.
niggas
If
really think they got it. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all getting y'all equal opportunity. Get your ass in there and do some dishes.
You know that because we would be coming home after spending the whole day with my mom and doing renovations and stuff like that. Like, we would come home and I'm like, why are there dishes in the sink? Why is it not? What have you done? You might have every other day you take your mom to, dialysis and you bring her back, and then you're responsible for taking the garbage out. Like, those are your responsibilities. And my other cousin, who's like his sibling, she was trying to stick up for him and be like, he has caregiver, caregiver, something about being tired. I can't remember the exact word. Caregiver exhaustion or whatever the phrase is. Like, and my mama stepped in like, what? Absolutely not. I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like, he has 2 times a week to take her to dialysis and to empty the garbage. Like, I'm here. So I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. But we had a decent conversation. I'm trying to have some empathy for him. But in general, I can't stand somebody not contributing and feeling like they can show up and have a lot, or show up and have any part of it. Like, what are you offering for you to receive?
Yeah, that's the thing I will say. I'm not with it. Not in my house. Okay? No. It's whatever. But that was just my little thing. You want to get into some actual advice?
Yes. So obviously these no goods showing up to Thanksgiving or any holiday situation with nothing are being extra. Okay. So let's see what else people want to understand if they're being extra about. Okay. So this is our advice segment. Am I just being extra? And we got a listener letter. It says, I've been at my job for about 3 months, and there's this coworker who's been really friendly, maybe too friendly. We talk all the time, like every shift, and they're always coming up to me to chat, even when it's not work related. What's been throwing me off is how much they like to touch little things, like tapping my shoulder to get my attention, a hand on my arm when they're laughing, or standing closer than most people would. At first, I thought it was just their personality, but now I'm second guessing. They're in a relationship, so I don't want to jump to conclusions, but some of their behaviors feel flirty. Or am I just imagining things? What do you think? Is this coworker flirting with me, or am I just being extra?
There are people who like to push boundaries. Now, the letter is hinting that they're not doing it with everybody else but you. So, I don't know. I just feel like they're trying to fuck. I don't think you're being extra. I think they're trying to fuck. And you know what I can't stand is the gaslighting. Because sometimes you'll like come up and you'll see like, this person is really being extra with me. Am I doing too much? And then because they're in a relationship, they can instantly like, no, why would I do that? Like, no, what's the problem? Like, then they'll continuously do it. I don't think so. I don't think they're being extra. I think they're trying to fuck.
Okay. Some people do like to be a little touchy. Like, I am touchy. Actually, my first piece of feedback in corporate America was that I'm too flirty. That was the first feedback I ever got. I know. It was crazy. And I was like, from him? He gave that feedback? I ain't flirting with that man. But
you know. At
the same time, I am just a personality. I'm very personality forward. And that was the advice that I got, was like, don't be personality forward, be like output forward. Like, don't necessarily rely on that, but like rely on your actual work. And I'm just like, okay, but I am a personality. What are we talking about? Hence the podcast. So I am someone who, I do a lot of physical touch, even with like y'all. I'd be like touching y'all, tapping y'all. I know you're not my coworker, but like I probably touch my coworkers too. If I was in person, I've been remote for this whole time. But like if I feel like we have a good rapport, I'm touching you. Sorry. And I'm HR. So I know what's appropriate and inappropriate touches. From what I was reading, a tap on the shoulder is an appropriate touch. I don't know. I don't necessarily feel like, this coworker is flirting, like just off the bat of reading it. I'm like, they are in a relationship. It could just be the way that they communicate. I love talking about things that aren't work related, period. Like I would be talking to you about your real life. That's how I try and get to know my coworkers. It's not always about like this project or this assignment that's due. It's like, what y'all do this weekend and what's going on and y'all watch this show. Like I be wanting to have work conversations that are not work related all of the time. So I don't know. I'm reading this and I mean, maybe you are being extra because I don't necessarily feel like it's off the bat. Like you should assume that they are flirting with you.
Okay.
I don't know. I agree with Jackie. Like I think she definitely is trying to fuck. Because it depends on the touch. The touch on the shoulder, it could be the tap I get. But it depends on, there's different touching on the shoulders now. And all it's different ones.
We can try to demonstrate.
Like, it's different touching on the shoulder. Sometimes it ain't a tap, and sometimes the tap is different. Like, and then you always coming over here and want to talk to me. Like, what you doing? Like, you got a boyfriend too. Like, there's other people in here. Like, and I only been here for 3 months too. Like,
and I can take, okay, for me, I've been in a situation like that in my first job that it to the point where it's a little extra, but I stopped dressing up so much because it got to that point. Like, okay, it's getting a little crazy. Like, I don't know you. Like, first off, you're another coworker in this like big old white space. You're another black guy. Okay, yeah, hey, what's up? And then, it's always a meeting at the water fountain. We're having discussions. Sounds great. Now you're asking me, where am I? Where do I stay? Oh, well, I can actually bring you to work. Why don't you give me your number and we can, like, you can save gas. Like, it's a slippery slope.
He was sneaking. Yeah.
He was trying it. And it was
He's trying to be sneaky with it.
He was trying it. And it was just like, first off, it's just like, oh, let me help you out. Let me give you some tips about the job. We're friends. Like, we got to stick together. It started off like that. And then you're always stopping by my desk. And I'm like, I don't even want nothing. Like, I'm just like, oh, hey, what's up? And then, but I noticed you don't stop at anybody else's desk. And now, now you're like, I see you driving in, like, where are you from? Like, where are you staying at? Oh, I actually stay over there. Why don't you, it's just, it's gonna, I would say, watch it.
Some of the examples that you are giving were not given in this letter. Okay, it's literally a tap on the shoulder, a touch on the arm when you're laughing.
But I mean, you really don't know what kind of touch on the arm was it? Was it
what type of touch was it? Was it like a, was it like a this?
Why are you touching my arm? Why are you touching his arm? That's the one.
Am I supposed to touch your dick?
Whoa.
You might as well. You touching my arm?
Oh my God. Y'all are just taking
I'll be mad as hell if I saw
y'all are taking this.
Now,
if they
are you touching his arm for?
The only thing that I will give them is the fact that they are writing this letter. They must sense something, right?
Sexual tension is a thing, and
maybe
I do
you
think
have the desire for them. Maybe you are projecting.
Maybe. But at the same time, I don't like that gas. But some people really do be trying it, and then they like can lean on the fact that they have a relationship as a what's that word? Plausibility, some plausibility or something. Like, oh, just like, for instance, like somebody that's a thief, but they want to consistently say, oh, but I have a job though. Like, you can still like, you can still want to fuck me and you're in a relationship. The most single people I've noticed are the married ones. Like, they have nothing to lose.
I was a victim of that at my job. Like, it was somebody, we both kind of came in around the same time. I came in like maybe a month or two before her. And, I'm thinking we cool. We on the same team, cool, talking, cracking jokes. Ha, ha, ha. I offer her some nuts. And she was like, yeah, I want some nuts. And we fucking in the car in the parking lot. So, yeah, it has happened.
Yeah.
I would say watch it. I would say watch, because it's a slippery slope with things. I would say, you can continue to be cordial, but watch if it escalates, like if the touches are becoming more longer, or they're reaching for you, or they're seeking like advice that's, a little off kilter. I don't see that there's anything wrong with like talking about things outside of work, but then once it gets to a point where now this is all we talk about, we're not even talking about work anymore, we're just getting more personal. I feel like you need to like take heed, but then also evaluate yourself. Do you want to have sex with this person and they're married? You probably should take a step back yourself.
Yeah, let's see if they own that. They probably.
If you
cut couple.
If you want to go down that road, but you over here writing to us, so it seems like you want to not do that. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
Or he could be like, I want to be with it, but I don't want to. Sometimes it's like that. We think like y'all flirting, and we just like, I'm with it if you with it, like, but I don't know. I don't want to say it if like this could be just your personality.
I would say depending on the gender. And I'm going to just say, cover your ass, CYA. We do this at the job. You're a man.
Oh, yeah, especially if y'all, don't fuck because you at work because it can get messy. Yeah,
yes, don't shit where you eat.
Don't do that, don't do that. But for chicks,
I've done it at every job.
But you're a woman. You actually have a little, like...
Wait, what does that mean? Wait, what does that have to do with anything?
You said don't ish where you eat.
No, I'm talking about Jackie. She talking about something, but you're a woman. But wait, what?
No, because I know that sound. No, I'm not giving her an excuse. I'm just saying, like, if you are a guy and you're fucking people at your job, someone, especially if it doesn't end well, could take that higher and it's taken, more seriously. Say if a woman was like, "Oh, she's being flirty with me."
I think it doesn't really matter necessarily gender wise. It definitely matters if it's like a position of like power. Is this person like flirting with you and they are in a higher, more senior position? Because like that's not good. Like no.
Now it's hot. Let's not act like it ain't hot, but it's still not right.
If you're peers, I ain't got no problems. Okay. But once seniority situations come into play, you got to be careful. So.
Well, if you played it the right way like that, you did a good job. I'm happy you haven't gotten fired for anything like that because that's wild.
Oh, yeah. All peers.
And that's how you do it.
Anyway, we hope that we have helped you. You got a couple of different perspectives. Feel free, write us a follow-up. Let us know how this works out for you. If you would like advice from us, you have a question, are you being extra, send us an email at justextrapodcast@gmail.com. Feel free to interact with us on all of our social media. We're on IG and TikTok at justextra_podcast. You can follow all of us on our separate accounts. I'm Erica at Erica_stay-ready. This is Jackie at all things J, spelled out Jay, and we have Hassan at Mr.Forbes. Is spelled out DOT. And we will catch you on the next episode.
Bye.
We're just being extra.